Hi, this is Professor Mike Strahan from the Northern Michigan University Lydia M. Olson Library. Today we're going to talk about how to reference books using AP Style 7th edition. We're going to start with the library homepage. You can also access our library AP guide through our EduCat course management system. There's a direct link to it in the library block, or through the tab that appears on our course/subject guides. For this video, we're going to start from the library homepage. The web address for the library homepage is lib.nmu.edu. We're going to go over and click on Citation Tools. Scroll down and click on AP Style 7th edition. The way this guide appears in the video will probably change as far as the examples and also the tabs that appear. We're going to be working with the first tab. Other types of information we have on here includes in-text citations. We have permission from AP Style and the AP editors in order to provide this table, which is an excerpt from the AP manual. We also have MLA style to AP style references. There'll be separate videos for that. And we also have a link to all of our videos. There'll be additional resources and tools appearing on this guide as time goes on. So we're going to click on, make sure we're on reference examples. We're going to scroll on down. I'm going to click on books. I have brief notes about what's new for the 7th edition. The primary one is that we no longer include the place of publication in references. So no city, no state, things like that, just the publisher name. Our first example is an authored book without a DOI, subsequent edition, no author, editor. Most books are not assigned a DOI, so don't go looking for them. Oftentimes it'll be an ebook and it will tell you right away that it's been assigned a DOI. Most print books are not assigned a DOI, so don't make the extra effort to look for it. So we're going to start off with the drug manual. The one we have here is Nursing 2020 Drug Handbook, and we're looking at the 40th edition in this case, published in 2020 with the publisher Wolters Kluwer. The title is italicized and only the first word is capitalized. There isn't a subtitle, so we don't capitalize it. There's no proper names in here. After that, you indicate the edition. In this case, it's the 40th edition as part of the title sentence. That ends in a period. The publication year is 2020. That ends in a period. The publisher is Wolters Kluwer. That ends in a period. We didn't have examples on how to cite this work in text. When you have the title of the book, you don't have authors. You indicate the title of the book in italics, and you capitalize each of the significant words for the in-text. Not for the reference, but for the in-text you do. So we have parenthetical, the title followed by the year 2020. If you're writing it as part of the narrative in-text citation, we have the title, only 2020 is in parentheses. If we're doing a direct quote from this book, we have it in parentheses, title, comma, year, comma, P period for page number, and 288 for the page. The next example we have is an author book with one author. Similar type of format. We have author, last name, first initial, middle initial when it's provided, the year of publication, the title of the book. Note for titles of books, titles of articles, and titles of other types of information other than the title of the journal, you're going to capitalize the first word of a title, capitalize the subtitle following a colon. Also proper names, Native American is a proper name. Also capitalize acronyms and abbreviations. Those are the AP rules. So we have the title of the book. It also gets italicized, followed by the publisher, Millbrook Press. And in text we have the author, year, in text citation examples. For this video, we're going to skip over how to reference an illustrated children's book. The next is a work with 3 authors. This would apply for authors of 3 all the way up through 20 authors. We have the 3 authors, the year of publication, the title of the book, Columbia University Press was the publisher, and examples of how to cite this work in text, including a direct quote. The next example applies to textbooks or online books where students are actually going out and purchasing their own copy directly online. This is not part of something that's available through any type of specific reader, but this is straight from the publisher. We're seeing that more and more in a lot of our courses here at Northern. So we have the authors of the book, including their initials. We have the title, in this case Basic Nursing. We capitalize thinking because it's a subtitle. This was the 2nd edition, so we include that edition statement at the end of the title sentence. It is not italicized, it is in parentheses. F.A. Davis is the publisher, and then because the student accessed this book directly online, you provide the URL that will take you to that entry on the publisher's site. You don't shorten it to just F.A. Davis. Provide the entire URL. Then because we have 3 or more authors, the in-text citation under APA Style 7th edition, you indicate the first author et al. It's ET space AL period, comma, followed by the year of publication, in this case 2018. Some books, especially those that are available online, and if the library is acquiring them directly from the publisher itself, like we do for some of our Springer titles, they are assigned a DOI. So in this example, we have a work with a number of authors, their initials, the year of publication is 2013, the title is italicized, Springer is the publisher, and then at the end of it you provide the DOI with the format of https://doi.org/ followed by that DOI that's assigned by the publisher. The in-text citation is, because we have 3 or more authors, it's the first author et al., ET space AL period, comma, and the year of publication. I have an example of how to reference a single volume as part of a multi-volume work. There are 2 ways to reference these types of works. You can either create a reference for the entire set and then in text indicate which volume you're citing. Or you can create, if you only plan on using 1 volume of a multi-volume set, just reference that specific volume. The example in this case is, this is an edited work. The chapters are not separately authored, but it is assembled by editors, not authors. So we have the editor's names listed, last name, first, middle initials. EDS period is indicated after that. The year of publication, the title we have for hearing people only. The F is capitalized, the A in answers is capitalized because it's a subtitle. Because we're talking about, in this particular work, deaf community, not deaf as in a medical situation, but rather we're talking about is the community of deaf individuals, we capitalize the word deaf. Title's also italicized. At the end of the title sentence, we indicate the edition, in this case 4th edition, and this particular volume that we're using, and then the publisher. And then the in-text are the editors, last names followed by the year. The next example is author, chapter, and edited book. You list the authors of the chapter itself, followed by the year of publication for the book. The next sentence is the title of the chapter. Then you state the word in, followed by the first and middle initial if they include it, and the last name of the editor. If you have more than 1 editor, you'd put editors. The title of the book, And at the end of the title sentence, you indicate in parentheses the page number range of the entire chapter, not just what you used. And then that ends that sentence, and then the publisher. And then the in text is, because we have 3 authors, it's first author et al. And the year. We also have examples that occurs with quite a number of textbooks where you have the creators of the book are authors, not editors, and each chapter is written by a contributor. So you have the last names, first and middle initials of the contributors of the chapter. We have the title of the chapter. We say in, followed by the authors of the book. Note that after in, it's first initial, middle initial. Then we have the title of the book. Capitalization rules apply. The edition and the page number range for that chapter, followed by the publisher. And then in text, you cite the authors of the chapter. The final entry is an article or chapter in a book where each chapter is written by authors, and the publisher is the book author. So you omit the publisher name. This happens with a number of education books. So we have the authors of the chapter, the year of the book was published, the title of the chapter, we say in, we put Josie Bass is both the publisher and also the author of the book. We have the title, because Josie Bass is a proper name, it gets capitalized. We have the edition statement and the page numbers. When the publisher and the author are the same, we omit the name in the publisher field. If you have any questions, please reach out to us. Thank you.